Hey folks, name's Ricky, a 48-year-old trucker from the heart of Texas. Been on the road since I was old enough to reach the pedals. I've got tales that could fill a book, but this one, it takes the cake. It started on a hot July afternoon, the kind that makes the asphalt mirage look like a shimmering pond. I was tasked with moving a trailer full of what they said was miscellaneous machine parts from Houston to a tiny place up north you probably never heard of. Didn't sound like nothing out of the ordinary, but the way the dispatch fella looked over his shoulder when he handed me the keys told me something was off. The first couple of days on the road were smooth sailing. I chewed up mile after mile with nothing but the radio for company. That was until I hit Little Rock, and things took a strange turn. I stopped for a bite at a Greasy Spoon just off the highway, the kind of place where the burgers are greasy and the coffee could tar a roof. I'm about halfway through my burger when this old man slides into the booth across from me. He's got this wild white hair and eyes like a hawk. "You hauling from Houston?" he asked, voice gravelly like he's been swallowing sand. "Yeah, why?" I answered, already feeling the back of my neck prickle. He leaned closer, dropping his voice to a whisper. "You best be careful with that cargo. Not everything is what it seems." Before I could press him for more, he was gone, melted into the thin, smoky air of the diner. Back in my rig, I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. The trailer felt different somehow, heavier, like whatever was back there was alive. Every time I hit a bump, there was a soft thud from behind, like a muffled echo of my heartbeat. As night fell, the road seemed to stretch on forever, the horizon a distant promise. That's when the noises started. It wasn't much at first, just a scraping, like metal on metal. I tried to ignore it, cranked up the radio, but it grew louder, more insistent. I finally pulled over, under the light of a lone street lamp that flickered like it was fighting off the dark. Heart pounding, I edged to the back of the trailer, my hands shaky as I unlocked it. I swung the doors open, and what I saw made my blood run cold. The inside of the trailer was pitch black, deeper than a moonless night. I fumbled for my flashlight, heart thumping in my chest like a drum solo. The beam cut through the darkness, and that's when I saw them, stacks upon stacks of crates, but these weren't no ordinary machine parts. Each crate was etched with symbols, glowing faintly blue, like something out of a sci-fi movie. I ain't no hero, but curiosity got the better of fear. I pried open the nearest crate with my tire iron. Inside, nestled in black foam, was a device that looked like it belonged in a mad scientist's lab, all tubes and wires and blinking lights. Just as I reached out to touch it, a voice boomed from my CB radio, making me jump a foot in the air. "Driver 4921B, do not proceed with the inspection. Close the container immediately and continue your route." It was dispatch, but the tone was colder, more commanding. I hesitated, my hand hovering over the device. That's when all hell broke loose. The ground shook and the air filled with a whining sound, like a tornado was tearing down the highway straight towards me. I slammed the crate shut, locked up the trailer, and booked it out of there so fast, you'd think the devil himself was on my tail. The rest of the drive was a blur of white lines and adrenaline. I didn't stop again, not even to pee. Dawn was breaking by the time I pulled into the delivery point. A nondescript warehouse way out in the boonies of Montana. I expected the feds or aliens or God knows what to show up, but it was just one guy. He signed off on the delivery with a nod, not even checking the cargo. As I handed over the paperwork, I tried to get some answers. What was in those crates? I asked, trying to sound casual. The guy looked at me, dead serious. Let's just say you brought a little more light into the world, and leave it at that. He didn't say another word, just turned and walked back into the shadows of the warehouse. I climbed back into my rig, feeling like I'd just walked off the set of an X-Files episode. I got out of there fast, and you better believe I took a different route home. Since then, I've seen a lot of things on the road, but nothing like that night. I still wonder about those crates, about the light and the symbols. Sometimes, late at night, when I'm all alone on some endless stretch of highway, I think I see that blue glow out there in the darkness, following me.